Hi everybody. It's almost spring and I'm gonna be back and it's gonna be awesome. You can see behind me here around the bins we still got a little bit of snow in there. There's still a little bit of snow up in the yard and there's still a little bit of snow over there. We've got a lot of snow behind the shed next to the field cultivator in front of that where it really got deep. But it appears as though the frost is getting some cracks in it and the tiles are opening and the fields are black now for the most part. So we're gonna be going here pretty soon. We're gonna get everything, start getting everything ready and get set for spring. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you saw me tease this thing. This is an LC290 J&M seed cart. We did not buy this. This is J&M's cart right now. We're gonna use this spring. You guys will get to see a bunch of this and I'll talk about what I like and maybe what I don't like about it, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to use that over the old Schwann's truck that we got with the white tender on it. A few guys pointed out that now I'll have more time to get that truck ready for prom. So I'm excited about that. That's prom for my daughters, not me. I'm not going to prom. Item number one for today is to get this place cleaned up a little bit. And I'm gonna take this truck, this T800 Kenworth, get this out of here. This is gonna get some engine work done to it. Hasn't been run for a while, so I'm gonna fire it up, get it out of the shed here, and hook it up to its trailer. We're gonna take it down to the truck shop. It's gonna get some engine work done on the bottom end, some stuff that's beyond us. And then we've also got a tarp that needs to go on one of these other trailers behind me here. Come on. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna need a battery charger. That's convenient. A lot of people assume that we just never put batteries in anything. Believe it or not, we put a lot of new batteries in a lot of things. I guess I'll clean up in the meantime. By the way, we've still got the Victory for sale if anybody is in the market for a good used motorcycle. Well, it looks like we aren't gonna be snowmobiling anymore, but Onyx destroyed a chain on his little 120. So the first thing I wanna do is replace this chain and get this thing out of our way. Well, I was gonna do the cool finger snap trick on that, but we're ending up with a truck here. The truck coming with our delivery is gonna be here a lot sooner than we thought, so I'm gonna see if I can get this thing backed out so that we have somewhere to stack this stuff that's coming. There we go. How you doing, Ditch? All right, it's time to clean the floor up a little bit and clean a spot here where we can pile this thing. There's gonna be 5 pallets here, so we gotta clean this up a little bit and make room. You can see we still got a little bit of a mess from switching around and changing houses and everything we did last fall, but we'll clean this up. For some reason this camera gets all shaky when you put it on something with an engine, so that was kind of difficult to film, so I didn't film it. But what we've got here is a set of 24 row cleaners for our planter. These are from Yetter. Just got them shipped in, obviously, and next week we are gonna go through and throw these on our planter. So we're gonna have that whole thing set up with 24 row cleaners on it. They are gonna be in-cab air adjust row cleaners. The reason we haven't run row cleaners for several years now is because Dad had them in the past and he just had terrible luck with them. They were constant problems. Now it seems like the newer equipment just runs a lot better, so we're gonna try these things out and hopefully they'll be pretty good. If we do some no-till testing or some strip-till testing, these should come in really handy and help us out a lot with that. I was kind of told that this was the first thing we need to look at getting if we're gonna be doing some of that. So here we go. We're gonna throw these things on next week and see what they're all about. Oh, I got that snowmobile back together. Even took delivery of a couple more boxes of seed for this year. I didn't get that on video. That's difficult to do, but I got some seed for this year. Got the sled fixed. Whoa, look at that. There we go. Now I gotta go grab some lunch and see about getting a new phone. Just about forgot this. This is a hose with a gauge on it that I've got to drop off at our John Deere dealer so they can set the tension on our planter tracks.
We'll warm up this week with 60s possible by the end of the week and into the weekend.
And Ashley Coles, executive director of the Minnesota State Cattlemen's Association, says members will be talking about laboratory cultured protein and
those senators, and talking about laboratory cultured protein is going to be our...
All right, everything is taken care of in town. Now I got to let the other dog out. Apparently we got a second dog. I get asked pretty frequently how I feel about putting my family and my children on YouTube. I don't always feel great about it, which is why we got this gigantic brute of a dog to protect us. This is Anna. Anna's gonna turn into a monster and eat anybody who comes up the driveway. Right, aren't you? Huh? Hey. So beware, everybody. She'll get you. Also, we don't know whose cat this is, but he showed up a couple of weeks ago and he seems to like it around here, so we got a cat too. I named it Cat. Here, you can let go of me now, Cat. We gotta pump out this dike system around the diesel tanks. The water comes in here, the snow comes in here, and we gotta pump this out with a submersible pump. And that big tank, actually the water got too deep. That big empty tank right now lifted up and floated off to the side. So that should be a fun thing to put back into place sometime. Right, Cat? Next thing we're gonna be doing here is moving all the trucks out of the way. It's warm enough now, we're gonna leave the trucks outside. So the two behind me in the shed here, we're gonna park over here. This one's gonna stay right over the pits for now. So we're making room in this shed so that we can really get to work here now that it's warm enough for these trucks to be out, because we are gonna be hauling a bunch of stuff. And we're gonna be bringing things in here. We got seed coming and a planter coming and all kinds of different things. So hopefully these things start. Two more running. It's a beautiful thing. All right, now that we got some more wide open spaces, it's time to clean this place up a little. Running a broom with one hand just doesn't really work. Somebody's leaking. It sure is a beautiful, humid, 35-degree cloudy day to turn the heat off and have the doors open. Welcome to spring in Minnesota. Lawnmower's dead. I bet you guys are wondering where I got this sweet swag of mine. This came from Cody Creelman. He's a cow vet. Check him out on YouTube. He sent it to me. I think it's awesome. Although I'm gonna have to do away with these because these are bad news for farmers. I don't like strings on my sweatshirts. You guys see how tattered up and ratty these boots have become? They're a couple years old now, so they've lasted me a while. They got quite a few miles on them. But now it's mud season in Minnesota. We're gonna start getting a lot of rain and the frost is gonna start coming out of the ground. It hasn't really yet at all, but when it does, it's gonna get muddy in this yard. The fields are gonna be muddy. I'm gonna need new boots. I'm gonna try really hard to come up with a pair here. Ready? Here we go. Whoa, that's a brand new pair of Irish setters. I believe these are the all new Ramsey 2.0. It's like my feet are being hugged by puppies. I've got a feeling Chet's Shoes is responsible for this. For those of you who don't know, Chet's Shoes is a Minnesota company that's been in business since 1947. Of course, Chet's is a family-owned company. They've got multiple locations throughout the state of Minnesota, including St. Cloud, Circle Pines, Coon Rapids, and Bloomington. They've also got a couple of locations in Columbia Heights, I believe it is. You can get all kinds of different brands from them, including, of course, Irish Setter, Timberland, Justin, Keen, and Red Wings. They've got tons of different boots, tons of different shoes. In all seriousness, guys, thank you to Chet's Shoes. Check them out if you're a farmer, a construction worker, whatever. If you need a good durable pair of boots or shoes, check out Chet's Shoes. They sell a ton of stuff online. You can also go to their locations. They will fit you up with exactly whatever it may be that you need. A lot of farmers that work with manure, with livestock, need special shoes. I did not know that. I was not aware of that. Something they pointed out to me when they asked exactly what my needs are. So check them out. Chet's Shoes. You can go to chetsshoes.com, or you can stop into any of those locations that they have. Oh, and by the way, this video is sponsored by Chet's Shoes. Starting to look a little bit better in here. Okay, I realize that it's not common, nor is it suggested that you start a lawnmower using starting fluid or ether, but it's got the logo on it, so I would think it would be fine. For some reason, this thing's got plenty of juice, but it doesn't want to fire up. I'm guessing it's just old gasoline or something here, but I'm gonna see if this will work. I don't exactly recommend it, but it worked. Oh, look at those boots. Here's the funny part is we have a second mower identical to that. Yeah, it's overkill for 1 yard. That's because we used to have two, but I sold my place. So that mower is mine, this one is Dad's, but both of them have dead batteries. This was a convenient place to park this thing before it had a dead battery. I'll let that one charge for a while because it's going to take more of a charge than this one had to. This one's been running. We should be good to go on this one for now. I'm gonna have to finish a bunch of this up tomorrow. I see a young man and a puppy out here coming to visit me. What are you guys doing?
Nothing.
Get him, killer. Well, car owner Corey ended up coming out and we stared at the race car for an hour and a half or 2 hours and basically just made super important decisions about our race program for 2019. But that pretty well ends my night. I'm gonna go inside and eat some supper now, and then I'll go back to cleaning up tomorrow, and we're gonna get things started around here. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned because we're gonna have a bunch more videos coming out now that it's dang near springtime. You can see the snow is just about gone. It's getting there. Okay, bye. Killer.